Hi everyone, my name is Carlos Zambrano, and today we are going to show you how to create and test a VPC peering connection in AWS. This is my first video in English, so I hope you understand mm, different terms that I use. The agenda that we are going to see in this video is the first of all, we're going to create a VPC and a subnet associated to this VPC. We are going to create a VPC peering connection. We create two different instances in each one of the VPCs, and we are going to configure Internet Gateway Route Table Security Group in order to have connection between two instances in different VPC. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hi, my name is Carlos Zambrano, and now I'm going to show you how to make a VPC peering connection between two different VPC. We're going to create two different instances in each VPC and we're going to connect it. First of all, we're going to PC. The first step, we're going to create one of VPC. But let's go VPC, create VPC. Name tag VPC test. We are going to create a VPC in the subnetting in the 172.16.30.0/24. It's about the mask. And the other VPC is going to have a different CDR and 2.0.0.0 IP address. So we have one or VPC here. Now we are going to create another VPC. C2 test. Now we have two different VPC with different IP address, and now we are going to create our instances, and we are going to show you about the route table and internet gateways that we have to configure in order to have a VPC peering connection. Now we could go here to peering connections and create a peering connection. Peering test VPC requested. Now we have two VPC. The first one is going to request to the other VPC in order to accept the VPC peering connection. This is it's in my account and create peering connection. Okay, back. And we have to specify what is the VPC that it's going to accept the invitation. In this case is VPC2. Create VPC peering connection. Now action completed successfully. Okay, and then we have to go to actions and click on accept request, and in this case we are going to accept in order to create the VPC peering connection. And close. Now we have our VPC peering connection. Now we're going to create two instances in different VPCs. Your VPC, we're going to open here, and now we're going to use an AMI Linux. And we have here with VPC1 Okay, we have no subnets, so we are going to create two subnets. In one, in the VPCs, create subnet. Then we have to number one. This is one. So we could use availability zone into this. Okay. Now we have one subnet in the VPC 1. Now we are going to create in the VPC 2 a subnet. Preference. No. Now we have two subnets in different VPC. Now we are going to our instances and launch the instances in those subnets that we created. To launch instance. Configure instance details. Now we are going to select the VPC1, and this is the 11 IP address available. It's just a test, it's just to show you how to make a VPC parent connection. Storage, the default storage, tags, tag name, VPC2, VPC1. And this is very important. We are going to create a security group for both of instances, or we could use different security group. Security group VPC1. Security group VPC1. Create a new instance. Launch. And we have create a new keep here. Okay, and launch instance. Now we're going to launch another instance in the second VPC. We're going to select here second VPC, the same. Tag name. Number 2, security group, create a new security group. Security group VPC2, security group VPC2. Launch. The same launch instance. Now we are going to launch our instances. Now we have our two instances created, but take into account that there is no IP created. So we are going to create an elastic IP and associate to the instance in order to connect to it. And so we are going to elastic IP, allocate new address, allocate. Yes, here we have one and we need another IP address. So the first one, and we are going to associate with our instance. The first one is with VPC1 and the private IP. Okay, and next. Okay, it says that one of our VPC does not have any internet gateway. So we are going to VPC, and remember it's also for the Architect Associate Solutions exam that this is one of the questions. how many internet gateways could you have per VPC? And the answer is 1. So VPC and internet gateway. So we are going to create an internet gateway 2 or 1. We have one in this attachment. We're going to create internet gateway VPC 1. Let's create and internet gateway VPC 2. Create. Now we have two internet gateway. Now we are going to associate to our VPC. Attach to VPC. This is for VPC 2. Attach. And select the internet gateway, and we are going to attach to VPC 1. VPC 1 attach. Now we have correctly associated the internet gateway with the VPC. Then we're going to our instances and we're going to assign an elastic IP. The first one associated address with our is it one and okay, and the second one VPC2 okay. Now we're going to connect our both instances. So and we are going to dashboard run instances. The first one, this is the IP. Now it's not it will not working. That's because we have to change our permission for our key with C. Let's see. Now this is not going to work, and I'm going to show you why. You have to wait 1 second. So we have to now we are going to make some troubleshooting. It's because the security group that could be for the security group. Let's see. Security group VPC1 roles now. And we could show our row tables, and we are going to see the row table, and I then add another rule local. We have to associate our row table to our internet gateway. Now that's not safe. Now let's try to connect again. Now we are going now in the first instance. with internet connection. Now we're going to here do in the second root table edit, and we are going to associate our internet gateway. Let's save. Okay, now we have here one. Now we are going to connect the second EC2 instances. EC2 run instances and the number 2. This is our IP, so okay. Now, in this one, it is our VPC2. We have here our private IP. Now we are going to ping from the other instance and not in the other VPC number 10.0.100.7. It's not going to work in, and in VPC 1 we're going to ping 172.16.30. This is not going to work in. Now we are going to have to add some rules in our row tables. So let's take a look. We are going to row tables, and in the first VPC we're going to route, and we're going to edit, and we are going to add another route. So the destination, it's going to be the other network in which we have the second instance. So if you remember, we have here VPC test 1, your VPC, we could go VPC test 1. So we have to create a destination in order to go to this address. So we're going to copy that, and in row tables we're going to edit, add another rule, and now 10.24 and target, and we're going to send all the traffic up for the peering test, and click save. And in the other VPC we're going to do the same thing, but with the other IP. So let's take a look. 172.16.30. Now we're going to tables and edit. Now we are going to send about the peering connection and click save. But we are going to see, and no, we don't have any ping connection, and that's why. This is because of the security group. So let's take a look about our security group in VPC 1, inbound rules, and edit. So the thing we're going to do another rule, and we are going to allow all traffic from the source, and we are going to select the source. Now this is the VPC 1, and so in order to that, in VPC 1 we have to allow all the traffic from the VPC 2. So we're going to security groups and edit, add another rule, all traffic from 24 and click Save. And in the security group, and we are going to do the same. Click Save. Now we could see that we have internet connection between the two VPC. Now we are going to test. So I'm going to connect from one instance to the other instance by SSH. But we have to create we have to upload our key. But as you can see, you have internet connection. You could test it by a telnet or different things, but this is a simple way to have a VPC peering connection. So remember, we have a peering connection. We first of all, we are going to create the VPC, the subnet of the VPC. We are going to create a peering connection. We are going to create our two instances in different VPC and take into account to configure properly our route tables with internet gateways and allow the traffic from the other network, the other VPC, and the same in the security groups. Now this is so easy and this is going to help you a lot. Now we are working with what customers that we have different instances in different VPC. Now we are going to connect different workspaces that we have in one VPC to the other VPC that we have on different servers. Now I hope you understand and learn a lot. Thank you very much.